On this edition of iState News, visit Dance Marathon's Teal Wells event. Find out about the activities going on during Engineering Week 2011. And meet a very loud family of 300 right here on campus. With Jesse Good and Leo Rivera, Drew Norton with weather, and Addie Olson with sports. iState News starts now.
September 22nd edition of iState News. I'm Jesse Good.
And I'm Leo Rivera.
In today's top story, the Swift stop at 3406 Lincoln Way was robbed again early yesterday morning. The suspect is described as a black male about 5 feet 9 inches tall with a medium to stocky build. The perpetrator has the same description as the person who robbed the Swift stop Monday afternoon and another Lincoln Way gas station on Sunday. The suspect once again walked in and showed the clerk a handgun and demanded money. The suspect made off with an undisclosed amount of cash and fled the store on foot. Anyone with any information about the 3 robberies is asked to contact the Ames Police Department.
Now that 2 candidates have been selected for the position of ISU president, members of the Ames community will want to hear their qualifications. Stephen Leith and Kim Sumbai Swami will hold open forums to answer community members' questions. Swami's open forum will be today at 3:45 in Memorial Hall, and Lee's forum will be on Friday at the same time and place. If you can't make it to the open forums, there will be a link available to view them on the presidential side.
And now for an update from Tuesday's show. The Board of Regents approved an allocation of $375,000 to Iowa State's University to renovate the president's residence at Iowa State. The renovation came under scrutiny lately when it was announced that $90,000 of the renovation funds would be used to update the Knowles first floor carpeting. Many think that this amount is too high, and they do not agree with foundation funds being used for the renovation. But Board of Regents and officials at Iowa State maintain that the renovations are necessary, stating that the president's residence is a key place for raising money for students and the university.
And in other Board of Regents news, the board approved a 7% increase in funding to be split amongst the 3 regents of the university for the 2013 school year. This is the first time in recent years for an increase in funding and will provide so much needed financial relief for both the university and students alike. In addition to this announcement, the board also stated that flood recovery at Iowa State is finished, and they also feel confident that in future floods, the affected buildings will be able to keep most of the water out.
It's that time of year again where the College of Engineering has their week-long celebration known as E-Week. The student-run event kicked off on Tuesday with a wing-eating contest sponsored by Buffalo Wild Wings and featured a dunk tank where students could pay to dunk their professors. Leo Rivera and Carl Lecce have the story.
Students from the Iowa State College of Engineering organized E-Week, a series of events that promote the awareness for different programs and departments of the college and unites engineering students with other majors on campus. Anna Greenlee, this year's co-chair, explains what the event is all about.
Engineers Week, it's a week-long celebration of the College of Engineering, so we're going to have all kinds of activities. We have a mission statement that entails everything from trying to do outreach to high school students and to the community, to just celebrating the college students that are here and in the College of Engineering and outside of the College of Engineering, just to really promote the engineering profession and how much fun it can be.
With the help of her fellow students, funding from the College of Engineering and other donors, Anna has been preparing what is going to be a great E-Week celebration, showcasing what it means to be an engineer.
You know, I think engineering is such a weird thing for some people because sometimes engineering doesn't seem, it's kind of hard to understand what that really is. And I think sometimes, too, it's hard to imagine what is the typical engineering student like. And E-Week is a really great opportunity to see that there's so many different kinds of students in the College of Engineering. And we just represent so many different kinds of areas that it's just a really neat time to see everybody come together and all of the different things that College of Engineering has to offer.
For more information on other upcoming E-Week events, go to www.engineering.iastate.com. iowa.edu/eweek.
We have a charity ball on the Saturday before the career fair, so that's going to be really fun. We're going to have an Howell atrium this year, so we're going to have a whole lot of lighting. We're going to have a really great DJ. We just got authorization to be able to do all of our dance lessons in the skywalk in between Howell and Hoover, so that's going to be really cool. We're really excited about that.
E-Week will continue throughout the week and will end up September 27th with a career fair in the Hilton Coliseum. Reporting for ISU TV, this is Leo Rivera and Carl Lecce.
Although it's not the oldest building on campus, the Memorial Union is the heart of Iowa State. The Memorial Union is hosting an 83rd birthday party in the Great Hall this Friday from 5 to 7 p.m. Students are invited to celebrate with a free chili and birthday cake dinner. Besides the Students' Activity Center, food court, and bookstore, the MU holds a tradition for Iowa State's campus. The Gold Star Hall, the Zodiac, and the Zodiac are part of what makes the Memorial Union unique. After several years of renovation, the Memorial Union remains a highlight for Iowa State's campus.
Editor of the popular comedy magazine Mad will be speaking on campus tonight. Joe Raiola will lead a discussion on First Amendment rights and censorship in the Memorial Union's Great Hall at 8. Raiola is a stand-up comedian, comedic producer, and director, as well as chief editor of Mad. He's speaking on behalf of Banned Book Week and Constitution Day. There's no charge for this event tonight.
This year's ISU Fall Blood Drive will be held October 3rd throughout the 7th. The blood drive is hoping to reach their goal of 2,500 donors. Each donor has the potential to save 3 lives. Students can donate any time during the 4 days, from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. in the Great Hall of the Memorial Union. If you're unable to donate blood but still want to participate, the volunteer sign-up sheet will be posted on September 26th.
Iowa State is known for its extensive development in research, technology, and entrepreneurship, but now the university is focusing on something new. Iowa State recently launched new initiatives to increase the number of startup companies and connect with the existing Iowa companies. This includes the innovative Iowa Proof of Concept initiative and a new reinvigorative process to approach students, staff, and faculty. By transferring university research and technology, Iowa State has the opportunity to help build the state's economy.
The Iowa State University Symphony Orchestra will open its performance season this Friday. John Mackey's Concerto for Percussion and Orchestra will be performed. The music is inspired by Indian and African folk music as well as American rock and roll. The concert will feature Matthew Coley, an ISU lecturer in percussion. The Iowa State Symphony Orchestra has been part of Iowa State's campus for 100 years. Performers are from all of Iowa State's colleges, representing 30 different majors. The concert will be Friday at 7:30 p.m. in the Martha Allen Ty Recital Hall. Admissions is $2 for students.
And the 41st Annual Octagon Art Festival is expecting to draw up to 14,000 visitors this Sunday. The festival will feature over 100 artists from around the Midwest. This year's guest artist, Peter Ernick, is an Inuit artist who will construct sculptures and do live demos of his art. The art festival will be located in the Main Street Cultural District in Ames from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. on Sunday. Admission is free. The Iowa State Patrol mourns the loss of one of their own following the death of an officer in the line of duty this Tuesday.
Stay tuned for this and more. You're watching iState News.
All can do to be healthier, no matter who you are or where you are. So let's move.
Well, here we go.
Let's stretch in the grass.
What a play!
Let's play tag.
Wow, unbelievable.
Let's jump up and down.
Oh, what a way to finish it.
And most of all, let's eat better so that we have the energy we need to play an hour a day, every day.
Anyone can play. Just go to letsmove.gov to learn more.
We can all be energy savers. It's easy. Turn off lights. Use energy-saving light bulbs. And turn off electronics and appliances when not in use. Make a change and we can really fly. Learn more at energy.gov/kids.
The The Iowa State Patrol is mourning the loss of one of their members. Trooper Mark Toney was killed late Tuesday afternoon. Toney lost control of his patrol car and rolled several times before the vehicle was fully engulfed in flames. The accident occurred just south of Indianola. Eyewitnesses said they saw Toney heading south from Indianola with his emergency lights on. However, it is still unclear exactly where Toney was heading. This is the first trooper killed in the line of duty in nearly 21 years. Funeral services for Trooper Toney have not yet been set.
Ernest Mack, 34, was charged for attempting to disarm a police officer of his weapon last night. The Des Moines man allegedly initiated a struggle with the officers after being called to the Get-and-Go convenience store on a report of a man trying to buy beer without any money. Police say on arrival, Mack went for the officer's firearm and stun gun, but authorities were finally able to get him cuffed. Mack is also being charged with assault on a police officer with intent to commit serious injury, interface with official acts, carrying of weapons, possession of paraphernalia, and warrants for drunk driving. Mark is being held at the Polk County Jail. His bond has been set for $19,300.
It sounds like something out of a TV show, but police announced on Facebook that one of the most dangerous men in Iowa is now off the streets. Police announced Wednesday that they have John Wilson in custody. John was on the Metro's most wanted list for falsifying public documents, forgery, hit and run, and second-degree theft. Wilson is currently being held at Polk County Jail under $150,000 bond.
The groundbreaking ceremony for Phase 2 of Iowa State University's Biorenewables Complex will be held next Friday, September 30th at 3:30 p.m. Iowa Governor Terry Branstad is the featured speaker. The $107 million project includes 3 buildings connected by an 8,000-square-foot atrium. The ceremony takes place between Howe Hall and the College of Design building on the west side of campus.
A delegation of international visitors from the Czech Republic are touring Ames today. The delegation from Friedrich Místek will spend the day touring Iowa State University, Ames Community Schools, and Mary Greenlee Medical Center. The 15-member delegation includes elected officials and residents. Friedrich Místek is the official partner city of Ames.
Lutheran Services of Iowa is once again partnering with the Iowa State Homecoming Committee to put on the 16th annual Blue Sky Day 5K. Proceeds from the walk run will benefit Story County children and families who are involved with LSI. The Blue Sky Day 5K will take place Saturday, October 15th on Central Campus at 10 a.m. Last year, the event raised more than $10,000 for those in need. Those interested can register for the race online or the morning of the event.
They're your halftime entertainment and the ones that put the pep in the stands. Meredith Sprague and I got a behind-the-scenes look at the Iowa State Marching Band.
To Cyclone Nation, the band is the pride of Iowa State, the best of the West. But to the band, they are just one big, happy family.
Favorite part about being in the marching band is definitely having the instant family. When you come into college and you do marching band, you get 300 instant friends.
It's just, you're there for each other, you have a great time every day, and it's just a great feeling to be able to be part of something so big and just so, it's just amazing.
It's a really close-knit group, and especially after the first couple of weeks, you just kind of feel like everybody there you've known for a while, and it's a really good group to have backing you up with classes or anything in your social life either.
What we see on the field is minimal compared to the hours the band spends off the field preparing for game day events.
In order to get ready for game day rehearsal, usually it's just a really busy week leading up to it. We'll prepare music up to a week or two in advance, and we'll start our drill that early as well, which is our marching around the field.
It's a lot of hard work, but in the end, they all agree it pays off. Pumping up the crowd and performing at halftime is one of the band's favorite things to do.
What happens on game day is you step out onto that field and you hear the entire crowd just go wild for the band. You know, they love the band, and it makes you smile. We're down there on the field, and it just perks you up, and you're ready to go.
Personally, for the band, I think the most important thing is getting the fans into it during the game while we're in the stands, because that just makes it more enjoyable for us. If the team's playing well, if the fans are into it, then that's going to make our halftime that much better, but it all starts in the stands, making sure everybody's ready to go.
After 130 years, the family's hard work and dedication will never go unnoticed. With ISU TV, this is Jessie Good with Meredith Sprague.
Copies of the Cyclone Marching Band CDs are available for purchase from the band office in room 115 Music Hall. Well, Drew, how's the weather looking for this weekend?
It's looking pretty gorgeous out right now, but stick around and I'll give you the details when we come back. Stay tuned. This is iState News.
Big Tobacco's research shows that many of you secretly want to be tough and manly. At Kellis, we want to help and make billions in the process. Introducing new Killers, nicotine in a can. Just put a pinch between your cheek and gum. So what if it causes mouth cancer and you have to have your jaw surgically removed? Are you a real man or a crybaby?
Get the truth at keepitreals.com. Gel, just eliminate lies.
Welcome. I understand you need a little help with your mortgage. Want to avoid foreclosure. Smart move. Candy? Well, you know, you're in luck. We're experts in this sort of thing. Mortgage, rigmarole, whatnot.
Really?
Absolutely. And we guarantee results, you know, for a small fee, of course. Such are the benefits of having a professional on your side. Why don't we get a contract? Who wants a contract?
Here you go, Pete.
Thanks, Betty.
Write a toner.
Sign it. Come on, sign it. Families around the country every single day, saving homes.
We will talk it over with.
If you're facing foreclosure, make sure you're talking to the right people. Speak with HUD-approved housing counselors free of charge at 888-995-HOPE. For more simple ways to fight the flu, visit www.flu.gov.
Welcome back to iState News. I'm Drew Norton, and let's go ahead and take a look at your weather. Right now, it's currently 55 degrees with a dew point of 43 and humidity at 64%. There's winds coming out of the west at 9 miles per hour. It's sunny in Ames right now, but there have been a few showers across the state of Iowa. We'll go ahead and take a look at your forecast headlines. We're going into the first autumn weekend, and it's going to be a nice one. It's also going to warm up some next week, so you'll be able to get those shorts out maybe one last time this fall. Tonight's going to be a low of 38 degrees. The winds will be coming out of the north at 4 miles per hour. It'll be generally clear with some light winds. We'll go ahead and look at tomorrow. It'll be a high of 62 degrees and mostly sunny. There'll be some northwest winds coming out of the northwest with 7 miles per hour. It should be a pretty nice day tomorrow for your Friday. We'll go ahead and look at the day planner. At 7 a.m. it's going to be 51 degrees, and by noon it'll be 60. That'll follow into the rest of the day, so it'll be about 60 degrees. Here's a look at your 5-day forecast. Look at that sunshine, highs in the 68, 73, so it should be a pretty nice weekend and week. Next week we're going to have upper 70s and sunshine. So go ahead and stay tuned for more iState News after the break. We'll go ahead and take a look at sports with Addie.
Is your money keeping you up at night? You can sleep a lot easier when it's in bank accounts insured by the FDIC. In more than 75 years, no one has ever lost a penny of insured deposits. That's a lot safer than under your mattress. Visit Edie the Estimator at myfdicinsurance.gov. Then you can sleep well.
What if a disaster strikes without warning? What if life as you know it has completely turned on its head? What if everything familiar becomes anything but? Before a disaster turns your family's world upside down, it's up to you to be ready. Get a kit, make a plan, be informed today. Learn how at ready.gov.
Green, green, green. It's your home, it's your dream. Radon testing, keep it healthy and clean. Make it green, green, green.
Making it green starts from the ground up, so make sure the air in your home is healthy for your family to breathe. Test your home for the presence of radon. Go to epa.gov/radon.
Make it green, green, green.
Welcome back to iState News. I'm Addie Olson. The Cyclone volleyball team swept the Missouri Tigers last night at Hilton Coliseum. The Cyclones didn't mess around in the first two sets, beating the Tigers 25-12 and 25-18. The last set came a little closer, but Carly Jensen's 13 kills on the night led them to a 25-21 victory. This match marked Coach Christy Johnson Lynch's 135th win, tying her with a former Iowa State head volleyball coach for record number of wins. The Twister sisters face Texas Tech this Saturday on their first Big 12 road match of the season. If you think Jack Trice has seemed more crowded than usual, you're right. According to Cyclones.com, Iowa State has sold more season football tickets this season than any other year in the school's history. They blew out the 2007 record by almost 1,000 season tickets. In addition to that, the past two home games ranked as the second and fifth largest crowds that Jack Trice has ever seen. The Cyclones' next home game is against Texas on October 1st and has sold more than 53,000 tickets. There's been much speculation over the past month that Jack Trice may be hosting a few different teams in the coming years, all due to the Big 12 chaos. So what exactly is in store for the Big 12's future? It's still unclear. But we do know one thing, the Pac-12 is not expanding. This means 4 Big 12 teams who planned on joining the Pacific Conference are looking for an alternative. Texas, Texas Tech, Oklahoma, and Oklahoma State will have to either stay with the Big 12 or find another conference. If they choose to remain in the Big 12, our conference sits at only 9 members. A fall on the balance beam last week caused one of Iowa's most famous athletes to fall short during tryouts. Shawn Johnson was not named to the 2011 World Championships gymnastics team after the conclusion of a selection camp in Texas yesterday. The Olympic gold medalist sprained her foot when she took a tumble from the balance beam at her West Des Moines gymnasium. The injury occurred less than a week prior to the start of camp. Although she cannot compete in the World Championships in Tokyo next month, she was selected to the Pan American Games team, which competes in Guadalajara, Mexico. That's all for sports. Don't touch that remote. You're watching iState News.
Big Tobacco's research shows that many of you secretly want to be tough and manly. At Killis, we want to help and make billions in the process. Introducing new Killis, nicotine in a can. Just put a pinch between your cheek and gum. So what if it causes mouth cancer and you have to have your jaw surgically removed? Are you a real man or a crybaby?
Get the truth at keepitreals.com. Gel, just eliminate lies.
Welcome. I understand you need a little help with your mortgage. Want to avoid foreclosure. Smart move. Candy? Well, you know, you're in luck. We're experts in this sort of thing. Mortgage, rigmarole, whatnot.
Really?
Absolutely. And we guarantee results, you know, for a small fee, of course. Such are the benefits of having a professional on your side. Why don't we get a contract? Who wants a contract?
Here you go, Pete.
Thanks, Betty.
Write a toner.
Sign it. Come on, sign it. families around the country every single day, saving homes.
We will talk it over with.
If you're facing foreclosure, make sure you're talking to the right people. Speak with HUD-approved housing counselors free of charge at 888-995-HOPE.
For more simple ways to fight the flu, visit www.flu.gov.
Dance Marathon started its fundraising campaign for the year this past Saturday with its Teals Wheels biking event. Johnnie Jindrich and Ben Theobald have the story.
Dance Marathon members took out their bikes for an 8-mile bike ride Saturday morning. Before riding on their bikes, Dance Marathon participants started out with some bike safety tips as well as their pre-dance aerobic warm-ups. Over 80 bikers showed up to ride throughout the greater Iowa State University campus, which started and ended at Hilton Coliseum.
What we do is we raise money for the Children's Miracle Network through the University of Iowa Children's Hospital, if you didn't already know that. And every year we have a big event on January 21st is what it is this year. And it's 15 hours of standing on your feet. It's the biggest party of the year. I think it's better than Christmas, honestly. But it's just a lot of fun. You get to hang out with the kids, and I don't know, I couldn't imagine a cooler day of the year.
Participants registered for the race at 9 a.m. and the race immediately followed right after that at 10 o'clock a.m.
I think it went really well. I don't think anybody got lost on the trail. I think we had a lot of registers for the first year, and the bike trail was really easy, and working with the city and working with like Iowa State and everyone was really, really easy. First year we tried it, they actually started this new position called the Special Projects position, and it's just for new events that we tried because like Dance Marathon's growing a lot, and so we wanted to, I don't know, just try to figure out how to expand Dance Marathon without overloading on the coaches that already have a lot to do. And so one of our ideas was Teal Wheels because there's so many 5Ks on campus that there's just, you have to pick and choose which one you do, and there's not really any bike rides. And it was really easy to come up with Teal Wheels, and it was a lot of fun to do.
Well, obviously we're helping raise more money for that big event, for that big total that we always show at the end of the day. But mostly, I think it just gets our name out in the community a little bit more, gets more students involved. Oh, there's a bike race. You know, we don't really ever tap into the bikers on campus. You know, there's a lot of 5Ks, but we thought that a bike race would probably be kind of a neat event, kind of unique to Dance Marathon.
For Johnnie Jindrich, I'm Ben Theobald with Iowa State TV.
For more information about how to get involved with Dance Marathon, visit their website at dmstu.org, iastate.edu.
Previews of Disneyland's latest expansion, Cars Land, will be offered to the public on Friday. Disney spokeswoman Erin Glover will give updates about the park's $1 billion construction plan. Cars Land is supposed to look like the town of Radiator Springs from the 2006 Disney and Pixar animated film Cars and have an overall Route 66 theme. It is also expected to feature 3 rides, including a Radiator Springs Racers ride and other restaurants and shops.
Pop star Britney Spears flew from London yesterday to film a new music video for her femme fatale record. Millions of Britney fans all over the world are anxiously waiting to find out what song the video will feature. No date has been set yet for the premiere, and no storyline has been revealed. But during an interview with BBC radio host Nick Grimshaw yesterday, Spears said that a special guest will appear in the video and that she will be the only one dancing. And that's all for this edition of iState News. Thanks for tuning in.
Join us next Tuesday for more news, sports, and weather.
Have a good night.